Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Gran Turismo 7. So the daily races for next week, the 10th of April 2023, have finally been announced. Yet again, thanks to Nenkai for this information, which was released yesterday on the Friday. So let's go straight into it with Daily Race A, which is again going to take us back to Lake Maggiore, this time on the west end with the Ferrari F430 with BOP. It's going to be a 5-lap event with the Sports Hard compound. So another fairly straightforward one-mate race this time, again taking us back to Lake Maggiore. In all honesty, I'm just sick of the sight of this track no matter which layout at this point. Definitely one that gets massively overused, just like I said with Dragon Trial the other week, that it's just one of those tracks that they seem to just pick out every other week, and it's, you know, pretty much always going to be there, which is a shame when, you know, we have quite a few decent tracks that just kind of get left out. Should be a bit of a shorter race in all honesty. I think the Ferrari is going to be a much more fun car to drive than the Mazda that we had for the last week. In all honesty, it's a bit more powerful. It's not one that I've tried since the latest update, but prior to that update it was a fairly, you know, usable car. It wasn't kind of overpowered or too ridiculous to drive. It was rather quite, you know, a pleasant drive overall, so it should be a decent race for Daily Race A, if not a little bit basic. On to Daily Race B next, and we're going to go to Laguna Seca for the Group 3s, again with a bit of a sprint race this time. It only feels like a couple of months ago we were doing this. It's a 5-lap race on the Racing Hard Tyres, so again a fairly simple sprint race for Daily Race B. This time with the Group 3s, again I'm pretty sure we had this exact race and format just over 6 laps I believe. I think only probably about 2 months ago at this point, again using the Group 3s. So yeah, it seems like a bit of a copy-paste job for Daily Race B. It is nice to see Laguna Seca. It's a bit of a, you know, enjoyable track. You know, the corkscrew and stuff like that really are quite enjoyable to throw those Group 3 cars over. So in all honesty, yeah, okay, it's a bit of a copy-paste job, but it's a decent race overall. And I always find the racing, especially at Laguna Seca, to be quite, you know, chaotic early on in the week, especially when it comes to the corkscrew and people just absolutely bottling it early on in the week. So overall a fairly basic race, but, you know, nothing kind of too terrible there. A pretty decent race if I'm honest. However, one that makes up for pretty much the rest of the races is going to be Daily Race C. This time we're going to be going over to the Spa 24-hour layout. With the Group 4 cars, it's 8 laps, 1 times tyre wear and 1 times fuel wear. It also says RH, intermediates and wets, which hints yet again to another dynamic weather race using the Group 4 cars. If you remember recently back to the Le Mans dynamic weather race, it seems that we're going to be getting something on par with that, which in my opinion is a very welcome addition, and I think Spa is one of the best tracks in the history of, well, any racetrack. So this is a massively welcome addition and could prove to be one of the best Daily Race Cs that we've ever had. In my honest opinion, I think dynamic weather is absolutely fantastic at Spa. I think it really suits the track. You know, if you ever watch the Grand Prix and stuff, it's pretty much always guaranteed to have a massive downpour there. So finally, dynamic weather with the Group 4s at Spa could be an absolutely awesome week in terms of that Daily Race C. Overall, the event's a decent length, coming in at 8 laps. It certainly means that we could be doing possibly maybe even half a race on dries, and then the rain could literally come out of nowhere, or we could be starting on the wets and then it dries up. Just the different kind of, you know, conditions and changing up and dynamic weather could be absolutely fantastic. So hopefully, you know, we get to play around with dries and wets during a race, and it really kind of alters your strategy. And this is where, in my honest opinion, daily races are at the best, where strategy and, you know, different weather can really play into a race result, where it isn't necessarily about your pace but how you strategize when you pit, when you go onto your tires and such. Yeah, so this is going to be an absolutely fantastic race. So there we have it. Those are the daily races for the upcoming week, starting the 10th of April 2023. And in my honest opinion, whilst, you know, okay, Daily Race A is a simple one-mate race, which is, you know, kind of standard these days in terms of GT7. So I'm not kind of too disappointed because I didn't expect too much from that. And in my honest opinion, the Ferrari is better than the Mazda we've been using for the last week. Daily Race B just seems like a rinse and repeat, pretty much a copy-paste job from a few months ago, but Daily Race C massively makes up for all of that with the hopeful dynamic weather and all that good stuff at one of the best tracks in the entire game. So that should be absolutely amazing in terms of some of the strategies and how people pull their wins out of the bag there. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss an upload from me. I upload GT7 and motorsport content each and every day for your viewing pleasure. Massive thank you to my channel members, you're all absolutely fantastic, as well as my sponsors, the Controller People and Poggers, for their continued support on the channel. I'll have their links down in the description down below, as well as my Twitter, my Discord and my donation link. If you do donate, everything will go back into the channel just to help improve the content. Have a fantastic Easter weekend, and I'll see you all later on. Peace.